About a year ago, I had the opportunity to go to the Naples Therapeutic Riding Center and be part of a ceremony where they're dedicating a program to veterans. And we're so thankful that Joe Logrippo is with us to talk about the Naples Therapeutic Riding Center. Joe, please come forward and share the story of this tremendous outreach and ministry to veterans and to many groups of people.
I ride to prove them wrong. David does.
We ride to love and to be loved back. We ride to love.
Good morning and God bless. How's everyone doing today? Good. My name is Joe Logrippo and I'm a board member at the Naples Therapeutic Riding Center. I want to thank Pastor Ed for having us out this morning to share our mission. Thank you for the kindness that you've shown me and the program, but also the love you have for Jesus in your heart and the work that you do for the community, this congregation, and for the veterans, and it means a lot. So when I got involved with our mission at Naples Therapeutic Riding Center, the mission is to enhance the lives of people that have mental, physical, and social disorders, disabilities, needs, issues, and we do that through equine-related programming. We started a program that specifically helps veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder, traumatic brain injury, and what you call the invisible wounds. So many veterans going back to obviously World War I, World War II, Korea, all the way through this, Iraq, Afghanistan, and all the ways that our men and women serve. When they're making that adjustment back, it's not easy. Here in Collier County, there's about 100,000 veterans that live here. So I feel very blessed that I live amongst our heroes here, and it's not that way in all the states. Trust me, I come from Boston. It's not always so patriotic, as you will. But anyway, so I did 2 combat tours in Iraq with the United States Marine Corps. I was not impervious to how you feel when you make that adjustment back into civilization. And for some of us, it's tougher than others. Right now, we're losing about 22 veterans a day to suicide. For me, that was with Private Brown from Lubbock, Texas, and from Sergeant Major Todd Parisi from St. Mary's, Pennsylvania. Those were two folks that I personally served with that had taken their lives because they weren't sure what to do with all these emotions. So when I moved to Naples, the first thing I did was I stopped over at the riding center and I asked if you had veteran programming. They said yes. I was a participant in this Operation Strides. And it made such a huge, significant difference in my life. Some of the veterans that I've served with in those combat tours, I've brought them over, and it's making a difference in their lives. And that's when I decided to get involved as a volunteer, a donor, and then I kept showing up. So they said, all right, he's not leaving, so we're going to make him a board member. So we have a group from the First Service that's going to arrange a greater tour. So I want to invite everyone up there to come and see us and to get your hands on the horses and see what I'm talking about. But when you make that connection with the horse, a lot of times, you're distant and you're kind of on your own, anxiety, you're afraid, all these different things as you're adjusting back. And when you're in a 8x6 stall with a 1,500-pound horse, you're forced to be present. So they don't allow for you just to be floating off. So you have to be aware, and I think that's where the connection starts. And then when you start grooming the horses and caring and the feeding and the watering, then there's a bond that is unexplainable that gets formed where that horse will learn to trust you and you trust the horse. And as a result, we're seeing huge benefit for our veteran community and how they're now responding to life just by having this animal. And I think it was Churchill said, there's something magical about the outside of a horse for the inside of a man. And it's really, and I'm here today to tell you that for me personally, it's made a huge difference in my life. And then just by living in a state of gratitude, by watching and serving veterans that, I consider myself so blessed. So yes, I've had my issues and struggles, but, I have all my digits and toes, and that's not always the case for a lot of the folks that come home. So when I work with these other veterans, it just puts me in a place of gratitude, and I thank God for sparing me in that regard, but also giving me the ability to work through me to help these veterans. So I just want to invite you guys all to just hear a little more about what we have to offer and how we help support the community, in particular our veterans. And thanks again, Pastor Ed. I appreciate it. And God bless you guys all. Thank you so much.
I gave the coin at the 9 o'clock service, so it's, and I didn't want to ask for it back to give it back a second time. I think it would be good. During the opportunity